Human entertainment began with books using our imaginations to teach us about our species and raise questions about our present and future. At the cost of crippling eye strain, humanity exchanged knowledge and evolved from barbarism to a split of barbarism and civilization and an awkward middle ground. Then we could be told stories through radio as somebody read to us, which took away that eye strain. Then with film, we could be shown the stories we'd otherwise have to imagine while putting in the effort to comprehend words. Then came video games, the ultimate form of media. I'm convinced video games are the pinnacle of media and storytelling. It brings together our senses. We can see a story being told, we can listen to the vivid details, and we can walk through the worlds it presents. As technology progresses, we may even be able to smell and taste these worlds. Unlike with books, but like film, we can see exactly what the creator intended, instead of our much different interpretation, separated from everybody else's by the xenochasm. However, unlike film, we are not passively watching. We are an active part of the story, guiding characters throughout the tale. While films can raise tough questions and force us to think, as can any other form of entertainment, it is much more difficult to truly care for the characters. We have no personal investment. Sure, we might be bummed to see the best actor die, or have some empathy for certain characters in the world, but not to the same extent as in video games, where we saw these characters start weak, and we supported and encouraged them. This participation creates a much deeper connection with the characters. When a character in an RPG dies or betrays us, it hits us on a personal level because we invested in them. We grew attached in the same way we would grow attached to a stranger we were paired with in a crisis scenario. When you are no longer in danger, there is a connection of camaraderie. Having the ability to make choices for the characters we encounter further deepens our immersion and connection. In Pokemon, you raise your starter and other Pokemon from low levels to achieve victory. They don't feel like pieces of data, they feel like companions and even friends. When our bond has them survive critical hits, it feels like we have mutual trust. When we meet a threatening boss and defeat it, the characters didn't defeat it, we defeated it. Games preserve the personal interpretation of the worlds that books have, without letting it differ as dramatically. Games drive immersion and demand engagement in what they present. The experiences we have are personal. When games raise tough questions and introduce us to well-developed characters, it forms an experience far more significant and intimate than movies or books. In RPGs, I always end up relating to my party by the end, and how each member has pulled me through to victory. Yet, I'm not very attached to most of the characters in The Lord of the Rings or Star Wars. It is even possible to still selectively demand players use their imagination, by keeping certain characters and phenomenons vague, but demanding the player keep their thoughts on these things. We are looking forward to a future with better stories being told, stories that make us consider our perspectives and the acceptability of our society, stories that connect with us on a personal level. We can have players experience anything and force them to contemplate the biggest issues we have. Video games can stimulate our minds and personal growth.